Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the chats. It is the market beast, Napoleon Macro, Infamous 5. Let's do a quick update. We actually have some pretty interesting details I want to share with you. We have basically X's across the board, guys. Okay, we're gonna go over the NASDAQ, S&P 500, the SPY, the SDOW, and the Dow Jones, and further elaborate why I say we have X's across the board. So let's get into it. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around, all of my loyal subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. So today's February the 24th, 2022, and the previous close. We start with the NASDAQ, $13,509.42, slightly negative 2.6% for the day. Wow, we got some pretty big moves in the market, man. Here's the chart. All right, so yes, same thing if you're new. Really simple what I've done with the lines. Very simple. Red line is a 0.886. It's a Fibonacci retracement, by the way. Blue line is 0.786. And the white line is a 0.618. Took a measurement from the low, measured the high, and that's how I got the lines. And in order to determine whether or not the markets are still in a position to continue to the upside, we make sure that it stays above the worst case scenario, the 0.886, and this X mark is here because it is well below that level. Okay. Excuse me. So we do have an X for the NASDAQ. Let's take it on over to the S&P 500. Take a look at that. The previous close, $4,225.49, slightly negative 1.8% for the day. Wow, these candles look very aggressive, man. All right, so this question mark can go away. This actually we have an X on this one, guys. If we pull out the Fibonacci retracement levels, same lines. Well, at least I had them on there, right? Yeah, it's below the 0.886, guys. It's below that red line. So unfortunately, this has a X as well. So that is 2 out of 5. Let's take it on over to the SPY. And the previous close of the SPY is going to be $421.95, slightly negative 1.7% for the day. Another X on that level, okay, 0.886. Before we finish out, I'm going to give you guys some potential levels. And we'll take a look at the 3-day and the 1 week candles. Taking on over to the Dow Jones. Previous close, $33,131.77, slightly negative 1.3% for the day. Obviously, an X for the SDOW as well. And I think they have made new lows, guys. Basically, because I was basically looking at the wick here, right? Just kind of this wick on this candle, January the 20th. So in comparison to that low, yeah, they made these new lows. So we have an X for the Dow Jones as well. The SDOW, we also have an X. Previous close, $33.41, slightly positive 3.9% for the day. Remember the Dow Jones. The SDOW goes up when the S&P 500 goes down. And believe it or not, this SDOW actually, I think, has a lot of room to the upside. I cannot recommend you guys where to buy and sell. But again, it does look pretty bullish. But one thing that I will say, guys, this is basically the line, 29.50. Because maybe, you never know, like maybe at some point there's a pullback or something. Maybe it won't happen. But 29.50, if it stays above that level, guys, this market is actually may see triple digits. I know that sounds pretty bold, but it broke through this resistance line, guys. It's like a 610-day resistance level that acted as support for some time, and then it broke down below it. I think someone even said, like, dude, you can't, people said don't chart the ETFs. I mean, I just go by the lines on the chart. I'm not sure, guys. I'm able to see this stuff. And once it broke through that line and did like kind of a higher low, ooh, yeah, that's super bullish. Actually, that's pretty bullish, guys. Okay, here's a higher low right here on this candle, or these candles, right? Higher low. And yeah, it's gravitating towards the nearest previous high, okay, which is close to it right now, all right, which is like 33.75-ish, all right. Again, not as saying that it's time to buy the SDOW, but of course, just follow through with your strategy there. So let's see if we can get some potential levels here, because you guys know that my infamous 50 and 200 exponential moving averages are readily available on the chart. All right, so it's below the 50 exponential, so we can erase that. Let's just pull up the 200 exponential. We're looking at the 3-day candles. I just want to see which one is the closest to the 200 exponential on the weekly or the 3-day. Okay, so obviously the weekly is much lower than the price, so we'll just kind of refer to the 3-day moving averages. And I'm just going to give you guys those levels. We'll just kind of comb through these as quickly as possible, and then we'll just get right into it. I do think that the markets will continue lower, guys. I'm not seeing there's no serious buyers. The market it's just going down. I don't see anyone picking up this market unless they have to do it tomorrow and get above the previous level of supports, right? Wherever the market was finding support previously. All right, so for the NASDAQ, it's going to be the 12,000. Take it easy, bulls. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I just have to give you the information. $12,600 for the NASDAQ. Okay, let's pull up the 3-day for the S&P 500. All right, so the S&P 500 is a little bit lower. Wow. Oof. And again, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, guys. You just give the market some time. All right, the market is seeking financial support. If one of you out there have enough money to support this market, please do that as soon as possible. If not, the market will continue lower and seek a sufficient amount of financial support to hold the markets up. And I'm not saying that to be offensive, guys. What I'm saying is I'm not seeing any financial support just yet. And the only thing that I revert back to are my moving averages to determine where we could potentially see some sort of reaction in the price, even if it, doesn't even find support at these levels. And I'm ahead of myself. I'm not sure if it's going to make it to these levels, but let's get to the level here. S&P 500, $3,866 for the S&P 500. Moving on over to the Dow Jones. And that level on the 3-day 200 exponential moving average is going to be $31,300. Okay. And last but not least, we'll take a look at the SPY and see where that level is. Okay, it's a little bit away from the SPY there. Okay. So for the SPY, it looks like the market, the 200 exponential is going to be at about $386 and precisely 65 cents. One may say, what is the time duration on this, Napoleon? Well, again, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, first and foremost. Secondly, if we had to put a time on it, remember the moves down, they don't take long, guys. They just drop, right? So if I just had to kind of, throw a date out there, I would say a conservative 2 to 3 weeks, okay? Maybe the levels will come down. I remember the slow methodical moves are good, but the way this, I don't know, it's just position where this might not be a slow move, guys, because the sellers have been really ticked off. The sellers have been shorting this market for so long, and it just continued to tear to the upside. So, yeah, I don't think the sellers, they're not going to take it easy in this market, guys. No. Yeah, if you start to see like 3-5% drops to the downside, that would not surprise me at all, okay? So just have a strategy out there, guys, all right? And that's going to end this video. Hopefully the potential levels of financial support was helpful, okay? If you're looking at the market right now, the market is going higher. Remember, as long as it's below the previous level of support, and the way that you can find that is just by simply putting the horizontal line at the candle's bodies, okay? The candle's bodies, okay? So let's just say, for example, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of homework, right? The SPY, if the SPY pushes higher, right, but it's not above the previous level of support, right? Let's just say the SPY is up like 2.4% tomorrow. You're like, wow, Napoleon, man, you need to redo that video, man. The SPY is up 2.5%. I'm super long. And then the market, they pull the rug on you, right? And then the market moves lower. That's the reason why, because the market is finding resistance at the previous level of support. And that's all we go over, guys. I do not make this complicated. I just look at the practical levels and determine what is going on. And the market just closed a 3-day candle below the previous level of support. So yeah, just do it on all the other assets. Again, on the SPY here, just for an example, it's $431. It's about 2.4% to the upside. All right. That's all I have for you, wonderful folks. So just follow through with your strategies out there, guys. It's going to get pretty intense. So if you don't mind, do me a huge favor. That's the end of this video, the FMS 5. By simply leaving an appropriate thumb, I'd appreciate it. Below the video if you enjoyed the content. And leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote this video on the channel. Thank you for your support. Sorry the way I sound, guys. I got these aligners in my mouth. Also, if you're new, we explored the alternative markets with just Bitcoin for now. You can kindly join us here on this interesting journey. And we'll send that out to you guys momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember, guys, always have a strategy, okay? Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys and gals.